Whether it's infra, whether it is commodities or whether it is banking, these are cyclical sectors. In a boom time, they will have great earnings. In a downtick, they will have drop in earnings. When you invest, you don't count years. You look at decades. You know your buying price, but you don't know your selling price. Are you getting this kind of confidence in some of the infra companies that they are long haul stocks? 5-10 साल के लिए सोच सकते हैं?
I think so. First, let me tell you what is the definition of cycle. Which sectors are not cyclical? Tell me. Maybe there are some sectors.
Even IT is cyclical, actually.
Exactly, everything is cyclical. Yeah, even FMCG is cyclical. Who say that FMCG is not cyclical? In between 2003 and 2009, I think Hindustan Lever gave you 0% return. And between 2002 until 2022, Wipro gave you 0% return. If you calculate the higher price in 2002 or 3, until date, Wipro might have given you 0 return or maybe 10, 15, 20% return. So everything in the world is cyclical. It depends that in some sectors there are shorter cycle, maybe 1 year or 2 years, and some sectors the cycles are bigger, maybe for 5 years or 10 years. So I think this infra cycle, first cycle in infra was started between 2003 and 7, that lasted 5 years. I think this cycle started in 2022 or something. I personally feel this is going to last maybe more than 5-7 years, maybe 10 years. Because the story, India story has just begun. Of course, there would be many hiccups, there would be many downward trend in the market will collapse, market will go down. Those things are part and parcel. I think this cycle should last for at least 5, 7, 10 years.
What has differentiated you as a great investor is your ability to perhaps bear the pain and hold on to the stock for years. So when you buy a stock, you look at some factors: size, market cap, promoter, and valuations. But when you sell a stock, what are the factors you look at? And when do you think it's time to hold, and when do you think there is time not to sell?
No, when I find that the story has plateaued and there is no growth in the company, and that growth, if the growth is not there for maybe 6 months or 1 year, then I am okay with this. But if I find the story is over and may not resurface maybe for next 3 years or 5 years, then I can exit the stock. Or when I find that the valuation is unreasonable, unbearable, then also I can exit the stock. Or when I am, like suppose one stock has gone up 3 times, 4 times, or 2 times, or whatever it has gone up, and I am finding another story where the sun had just started rising, then maybe I will sell some fraction of the existing shares and invest in the new story.
So let's look at a case study here, a case study of a stock where you invested a couple of years ago, Vaibhav Global. Between 2015 and 2021 or 22, the company went through an exponential curve. They expanded, they got the business right, they converted themselves to a platform company in peak of COVID, and the return ratios were enviable. Now the slowdown has hit them. Last 4-5 quarters, they've disappointed the market. But you've still not sold. Your core holding in Vaibhav is still intact. So even though the company has gone through a downturn, you've had the patience to keep on the stock. So when the company is going through a downturn, what prompted you not to sell the stock?
So I will say your memory is very sharp. I appreciate that. And just for your viewers, that I had bought Vaibhav Global at an average price of say 50 rupees. Now it is split and whatever it is. And in 50 rupees, in 2021 or 22, it was 1,000 rupees. From 50 to 1,000 rupees in a span of 6-7 years. Okay. So I did not sell. And then again it fell back to 300 rupees. Now again it is 450 rupees. So this is the story. Why didn't I sell? Just because I found that story is not yet over. On the contrary, of course the growth has come down. Earlier company was growing at 20%. Now company has plateaued or not grown in last 1 year. Now or maybe in the current year they will grow some 7%, 8%. During that time also balance sheet was very perfect. And company expanded also. They entered into some new geography, like entered into Germany and all. So that means company is generating enough cash flow to expand its business or to diversify into a new territory. So that shows the confidence of the management or confidence of the balance sheet. In spite of growth maybe, the train has slowed down. Train has not stopped, the train has slowed down. So that is part and parcel. It's okay. Now when this new phase will start, then again earlier they had 2 geography, now they are into 3 geography. So whenever that new this era will start, so they should be they should have good opportunity in front of them.
So